Welcome to Topstep Funded Trader Interview. I'm Eddie Horn, and today we've got Torrey, one of our funded traders who has seen success at the funded level and has had a nice payout. So we're going to bring him on here, but don't forget, have your pencil sharpened, ink in your pen, because taking notes will benefit you down the road. So without further ado, let's bring on Torrey. Torrey, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Fantastic. Very nice to have you here. Thank you for taking time out of your day to share your journey with us.
Yeah, thank you for making this a priority. I know I love seeing other traders share their story, and so it's a privilege to share mine.
Pay forward, man. Pay forward.
That's right.
That's right. Tori, tell us about yourself.
Sure. Yeah. So I have a bit of a unique situation for someone who lives in America, but I was born and raised in Papua New Guinea. Spent 15, 16 years there, and moved to DC with my family, Washington D.C. that is, and now I work on the Hill as a legislative correspondent. So it's a pretty fun job, and then on the side, I get to trade a little bit, and I love that.
Wow, exciting. Ex- Now I've got my connections now.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that.
We'll give it a few years, right? And then
But
you'll,
sure, sure.
all right. Hey, what led you to pursue your career in trading?
It was my dad actually started to invest as a younger fella, and then when I turned 18, um, he just said, "Hey, open a brokerage account and start playing around with some stuff." And so I did. I opened Robinhood, as I think everyone in my generation did. Opened a Robinhood account and started going at it. Lost a bunch of money, just like everyone else. And I say a bunch for an 18-year-old. It was a bunch of money.
I can
Um,
imagine.
yeah, and continued on from there. And that really just lit the fire. And so now it's been 6 years, and I really think I found my groove.
Now, how about education, training? Did your dad help you? Did you learn on your own?
He really didn't. He just threw me into the pool, I guess, and I figured it out. I did pay for different trainings and watched a lot of YouTube. There's a lot of good content out there for free and to pay, and as long as you're willing to, as my mom likes to say, eat the meat, spit out the bones, you can find some good stuff. So I did that, and I still do that today, and just keep trying to learn.
What do you find the best education? Is it in books, videos, paid for tutorials?
Yeah,
What did
I
you find?
haven't really found, I guess, the difference between the stuff I've paid for and the stuff that I find free online. Um, I really think the mindset is key. So learning that and adapting with the market is a big part. So as far as education, there are a lot of good people, especially on YouTube, who show their live. There's a lot of people who like to cherry pick, um, performance wise.
Right.
And you want to shy away from those people, but people who are really going to be open and honest about, hey, today was a losing day because of this, I made these mistakes. And then you can kind of adapt and take that into your own personal trading. I feel like that's the best education.
It's good. Yeah. Take everything in, filter things out that you can use,
Yeah,
and formulate it, make it your own strategy.
for
Good
sure.
stuff. Good stuff. Joy, what are you trading now, and why?
I almost exclusively trade NQ, sometimes put in some micros in there. Um, I just like the movement of it. It moves very quickly. There's a lot of risk, but obviously with that comes that opportunity. And so I think with that higher risk, it pushes me to really remain disciplined. There's no margin for error
Right.
almost, as if you're throwing risk around, you got to be disciplined. So I kind of like that, and that's what I've been trading.
Right. Nasdaq is unforgiving. No
Hmm.
mercy. Yes, you got to be careful. But you've seen success, and you've taken it to where you want it right now. So that's something that hard work pays off, and we see that in you. Now, Tori, how long have you been with us here at Top Step? And you got a number of combines you can share with us if you remember?
Yeah, I've been with Top Step, I think, for about a year. And combines, honestly, it's too many that I wanted because I jumped in, I traded a lot of things. When I came into Topstep, I was selling premium out into the in the options market, and that's really forgiving. That's a way to grow an account slowly. Um, and yeah, so futures was a whole different animal that I had not really looked at, and so I went through a lot of combines, but I learned a lot of things through that.
So you like futures now? Is
I do
futures
like
your priority?
futures.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I do have many different accounts that I'm trading in different sectors and whatnot, but I think futures are my favorite right now.
All right. So futures is the girl you're taking to the dance.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. How about indicators? Do you have any indicators?
I used to have be well, everyone is at some point, especially in the beginning, person with tons of indicators all over the chart. I don't do that now. I do have three Keltner channels that I just stack up there just to kind of give me a gist of where the market is, where the trend is, and I don't trade off of that specifically. I'm a pattern trader, so I just put the Keltner channels on there to make sure, oh, I'm about to jump in this trade. Am I following the trend? And if the Keltner channel say, hey, I'm not following the trend, you know what? We'll hold off on this trade. So it's just kind of helped me stay away from not the best setups.
It helps you with some of those executive decisions. That's good
Yes.
though.
Yeah.
Use it to your use it to your strengths. Now, speaking of strengths, how about some weaknesses? Strengths and weaknesses.
In trading, I think um, this really applies for every trader. It's not just a weakness or strength in trading, it's a weakness and strength in your life that applies to really everything you do, including trading. So I I think I have a lot of endurance and tenacity, perseverance, and just like the ability to keep trying when all has failed. And that really is my weakness as well. Um, when you're having a losing day, you don't want to have perseverance and keep going and blow an account. You want to be able to step back. So um, I'd say that's my weakness. Um, really being able to save your mental capital as well as your physical capital, but your mental capital for another day and another trade. Um, that's a tough part, and I think everyone needs to struggle with that.
Determination. As
Sure.
Churchill once said, never surrender. So,
That's right.
so how about we got a lot of traders out here that are new, that are experienced and so forth. And um, you got a friend, let's just say a friend comes up to you and says, what's this trading thing going on?
Mhm.
I want to learn how to trade. What do I need to do? What are some words of wisdom that you would share with a new trader?
Sure. Good question. I would have loved for someone to tell me when I started, stay small. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity and a lot of money to be made, but the equal amount to be lost. And once you lose it, it's gone. So I someone should have told me, and if you're a beginner, stay small, both in your positioning and in your pride. If you're gonna have a winning streak, stay small at that point. That's when you blow up. You stay small in your pride. I would say make a plan. Doesn't matter what the plan is, make a plan, stick to the plan. And that plan will adjust from day to day, but don't change the plan midday. And the other thing is back test. Make a plan. I have put in hundreds of hours of back testing in different softwares and making sure that I know what I'm doing because back testing over a large data point, um, it gives you that confidence that you need. And if you're on a losing streak, get even smaller. That's the big point. So yeah, I think if you're going to take away one thing, it's stay small. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's really well said. And that's a smart way to trade. And, like they say, if you can't trade small, you can't trade big.
True.
So, well said. Well said. Um, what are some qualities that you think make a good trader?
I think discipline and structure, um, both in your trading and in your mind, as well as the way you structure your life, is very very important. You can't be a undisciplined person and your bedroom is a mess and your house is a mess, and then come into trading and expect to be a disciplined trader. it has to be in every part of your life. Everything needs to be disciplined. So um, I think that's the main thing that makes a good trader. You can be on a winning streak and a losing streak, and in both cases, the only thing that's really going to get you out of it or make sure your winning streak continues is that discipline. Um, One thing I've written down on my computer and then on my phone is any day can be a loser if you choose it to be. And that's kind of a prod for me. Obviously, the converse is true. It can be a winner if I choose it to be, but all of it is a personal choice, and whatever choices I make in the moment will determine that day and will determine tomorrow. So that discipline and knowing that my individual choices from a moment to moment basis determine my day and my tomorrow.
Right. I agree with you there. And I tell a lot of my traders that you almost got to program yourself in the morning, positive
Yeah,
mental attitude.
yeah,
I will follow my rules. I will do good.
that's right.
Not going to get reckless. Things in, like you said, you posted on your phone. I've got post-its here on my monitor, things that I need to work on. And
Hmm.
it's just a little reminder here and there,
Yeah,
that what you got to do and what you got to fix. So
absolutely.
now, Tori, a lot of us have a lot of highs and lows. Starting out with the current funded level account, how were you able to make adjustments as you went along from the trading combine? Now, you said you had a few trading combines to finally get to that plateau of the funded account.
Um, it was a lot of beating my head against the wall, so to speak. Um, because I'm pretty obsessive about things. When I get into something, I persevere, and so I had a few strategies that I got into, and they were working for the last few years. And when the market changed last year, like I said, I've been with Topstep about a year. I jumped into futures right as we turned into a bear market. I had no idea how to change and adapt with the market, and so that was a tough thing for me to jump into, but I did. And what made me um, into a place where I could start making money was just getting smaller. I actually went to a point where I said no minis and only micros for 3 and up to 5, and try to build a little bit of confidence in my strategy, and that's what did it.
It seems like things that you want to go out and get, you tackle. Like you said, your dad sort of threw you in the fire. You
Yeah.
jumped in the air. You want it.
Hmm.
Being aggressive, being direct. I like that. I like that.
Yep.
And I think that's part of what got you to where you want to be. You know?
Yeah, it can get you into a lot of trouble too. Just to add on, but yes, you're right.
Okay. Don't. I don't need any more. Um,
That's right.
now, um, let's go to Top Step. Now, it's very happy to have you here for the interview. Um, has Top Step made you a better trader?
Yeah, I think so. It introduced me to a different market. That is the futures market. So that's been good. But I think it helped me realize kind of that humans, um, no matter where you are living or what language you speak, we all struggle with generally the same things in trading. I mean, trading, the market is us. It's
Mhm.
all the millions of us trading together. And so you really have to be not cultural, I guess, but counter intuitive in many ways. Um, so the rules that you set, basic rules, people don't do that for themselves, and that's very very important if you're going to be successful. You have to be different than the majority of the market. So I think that's one way that Topstep has helped me.
What do you like most about Top Step?
I'd say customer service is up there. It's very good. But the community of people who are dedicated to their whether it's a hobby or their career, they're dedicated to their task, and that community is great. I'm on the Discord channel. I love that. Having seen people share, sometimes they're losers, but their successes. That's very good, and just discussion throughout the day. I love that, and I, that's it. The community's great.
Cool. Cool, cool, cool. How about rules here at Top Step? What rule helped you the most?
There was I guess the 40% rule when you go into step
Consistency.
two, consistency one. That's very good. But I'd say that the number one rule is just the basic daily stop.
Okay.
I traded by myself in six different brokers across different things, different markets. I think people don't really realize the importance of a daily stop in their personal trading. They don't really use it. And so jumping in to Topstep, hey, this is the first rule, don't lose this much in a single day. I'd say, as simple as it is, that was the best rule for me.
All right. Now I know you said um, that daily loss limit. I mean, that's the at least for me, my most important rule. It's keeping me from losing more than I need to. I mean,
Right.
because you come back the next day and if you lose too much, you've got that big mountain to climb.
Right.
And if you can limit yourself, even a personal loss limit, you
Hmm.
know, don't put yourself against the wall with the daily loss limit. Come back the next day. Get a personal rule that you can follow that you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
But well, Tori, I appreciate you being here with us. Now I know you said Capitol Hill, right? That's
Yeah.
where you are right now.
That's right.
Um, there's got to be more. There's got to be more to Tori. What? You got some hobbies or you play music, collections?
Yeah.
We want to know.
Yeah. I'm a person of faith. I'm very active in my church. I'm a worship leader, um, and I love guitar, playing the guitar.
Oh,
I would say, proficient in different techniques, and so I love learning different techniques, different riffs to add to my regimen, and uh, that's one of the things that really brings me joy when the market's closed, is playing my guitar with the group and being at church. Really, is great.
awesome, awesome, beautiful. Now it's time for the question that I consider a fun question. Uh,
Oh boy,
I am well. I got a list of questions I use, but I want to use something. I want to customize something here.
yeah,
Uh,
shoot,
okay, Tori, you're on Capitol Hill. In
yeah.
10 years, where do you want to be on Capitol Hill?
Ooh, man, that's a question that's been thrown around here a lot, and people ask that all the time. As far as physically, I don't know. I take it day by day. Where in the country, where in the world? Um, I'm guessing I'll be around here. Um, I have family in Idaho, which I love Idaho, the mountains of Idaho, and I love being out there. So I might end up over there. But in trading, that's where my real goals are written out, and uh, and I want to be look back at 10 years and say that was a success. You
Mhm.
know, I was able to build a full career out of that. Um, Whether I went down the career and went into the actual prop firm, working for a prop firm, working for a bank, whatever, I don't know about that. But at least being able to be consistent and prove to myself that I can be disciplined throughout a whole decade, I feel like that's exactly where I want to be.
All right. So we're not going to hear Senator Wells, Governor Wells,
Well, yeah, I don't
President
know about that.
Wells.
I love being on the helping side, helping out.
Awesome.
There's a lot of legislation to look at, so someone's got to look at it and make sure it's good or bad.
You got my vote. You got my vote.
Let's go. That's one
Uh,
down.
all right. All right. Tori, all the best. Keep doing what you're doing, my friend. You're doing everything right. And I appreciate you being here with us and sharing your journey. And I'm very, very happy that you had some time with us today.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the time.
All right, my friends. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Until we meet again, Tori, once again, thank you very much. I'm Eddie Horn. Stay focused, stay positive, trade well.
That's
Take
right.
care.